I just finished episode 8 of the Halo show, and it's around now where the show's losing me. I'm sorry, but I don't know if I can keep watching it. So when the Halo show first started, I knew that there were going to be some differences, even some things I disagreed with, but I was willing to play along with the show and see what it was doing. But around here, episode 8 is where I just flatly don't like what the show is doing. I think as a Halo show, it's really not that interesting because it's loosely retelling things from the game, but worse. Just as a generic science fiction show, I don't think it's that good. It really desperately, badly wants to be Star Wars mixed with The Expanse, and it's just a bad, cheap adaptation of both. I need to vent about 3 things that I really don't like about the Halo show so far. The first thing is the inconsistent tone and the inability to find an audience. Specifically the dialogue. This is divorced from the narrative writing. The spoken words of the actors is not that good.
Your rage blinds you to the truth.
Rage is all I have left.
It's very shallow, very simplistic conversations that are blunt and on the nose. The symbolism and subtext it wears on its sleeve, and because it's so obvious and blunt, I can't help but feel like maybe the show is aimed at a younger audience. You know, a lot of these themes may seem shallow to me as an adult, but perhaps that's because it's aimed at a younger audience, like teens. But then the problem is when Master Chief whips his out and starts while his mother watches. That tells me that the show actually wants to be aimed at a more adult audience, like the kinds who enjoy stuff like The Expanse. But the dialogue, the actual written dialogue, it's not good enough. It's very below my age. Who's the show for? Is it for adults or is it for kids? Because it's not doing a good job at appealing to both. The next thing that I really don't like is the Master Chief himself. When the show first started, I thought Pablo Schreiber was doing a pretty solid job. It was a different version of the Master Chief, but I was okay with it and I wanted to see where it went. But as Master Chief takes out his little pill that, inhibits his emotions, and the real person starts to come out, I don't like this guy. He comes across as unhinged, very arrogant, very self-centered, and not really caring about those around him. He's supposed to be the defender of humanity, but the first thing he does with a human girl who needs to be defended is dump her off on an asteroid somewhere. Master Chief's not a hero in the show. He is very unpredictable, he's very impulsive, he makes very stupid decisions, which leads us to the point that, he boned the Covenant. Over and over, Master Chief is reminded that this girl was clearly indoctrinated, that she must be a double agent of some kind, and Master Chief in the games is prone to making mistakes, but usually those mistakes are in good faith. When Master Chief realizes what the problem is, he usually quickly corrects it, and he listens to those around him. In this show, Chief trusts no one. He only trusts his own intuition, and his intuition is bad. Really bad. And that probably brings me to the third point, which is the show is just a bad adaptation of Halo. Now, when you're making a good adaptation, you don't have to be one-to-one with the source material, because depending on the medium that the story's being told in, the story has to kind of fit into the mold of that medium. The fact that the Halo show is not canon to the books or the games or the comics is not the problem. The problem is that it's using the Halo IP, but it is trying its hardest to reinvent, not just adapt. And these reinventions just flatly aren't working. It's actually devaluing the Halo IP. It's making it seem dumber. Based on where the show might be going, it seems that a lot of these big events, such as the fall of Reach, the discovery of Halo. They're all revolving around just a handful of characters that I can list off of one hand. Where in the games and the books and the comics, the fall of Reach, the discovery of Halo, this big, massive universe, it was the culmination of entire military battles, thousands of people. And those people's stories were told across the games, the books, the comics, and stuff. This show, though, narrows it down to this small, select group of people wandering around these really cheap sets, babbling this really shallow teenage CW level dialogue to each other. And ultimately, it's not working. I'm very worried about where the Halo show will be going, because obviously we're getting close to the reveal of the first Halo ring, but I'm worried about what they're gonna do with that. There's things like the Flood that come up, but I'm not entirely sure if the show is even gonna bring up the Flood. For all we know, the Halo rings could be completely independent of the Flood, or the Flood might just not be in the Halo show, period. Master Chief, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to empathize and believe in him going forward, because right now, I really don't trust his judgment. I think that he's insane. The only real characters that I think worked in the show were Kai, because she is likable, she is clear-headed, and when she removes her pellet, she's able to come to grips with her newfound emotions, and you know what? She's a really charming character to see on screen. I feel like it's very nervous about approaching a lot of Halo source material without making dramatic changes so that it can involve just a couple of people in a room talking at each other. The moments where it does adapt the source material work really well, but it's going to be interesting to see how they respond, I guess, to a lot of the criticism online, because so far a lot of the producers for the show, they've been very defensive of the choices made. In the case of the actors, I completely understand it, because I'm sure they're being harassed for things that are not their fault. You know, they're just being paid to read these lines and be these characters. But given Paramount's track record with other IPs, such as the Star Trek IP, I'm very worried about what they're going to be doing with Halo going forward. I feel like they're going to be ignoring as much of the criticism as possible, and they're going to keep going down this rabbit hole that they're very insistent on digging. I don't know, man. The Halo show seems very dumb right now. I never thought I'd see Master Chief doing it, but I did, and it was dumb, and I felt dumb for watching it. It was embarrassing. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Halo show so far. Really disappointed in the direction it's going in. My faith in it going forward has honestly been really shaken. I think that the Halo show is not beyond saving, to be honest, because I think even the Halo IP, it's gone through a lot of bad stories and survived unscathed. But in order for the Halo show to actually reinvigorate me, it's gotta be made smarter going forward. With Season 2, I want to see new writers. I want to see writers who understand how humans talk to each other. I hope that the showrunners actually look out for people who have worked on shows such as The Expanse or even Breaking Bad. You know, stuff known for really good character because I don't know if I can keep watching just this bland CW level melodrama anymore. What are your thoughts on the Halo show? Let me know down below, and whatever, man. I gotta get back to work on the Elite video.